Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Hannah Grace. Today I want to discuss Martell Holt and when making bad choices go terribly wrong and when loose lips sink ships. Let's talk about it. All information is alleged and intended for entertainment purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Enjoy my commentary. So just like Martell did when he was on Queen Sheba and Queen Sheba interviewed him, he made several mistakes in that interview. He came on the show thinking that he was going to clear his name from the Revenge P, throws out some allegations that Melody and Carson Blue conjured something up, tried to pretend like he was a winner in so many areas of the custody hearing and try to make Melody look like she was the bad person. And she is the person who trying to take him to court for full custody when we know that they had joint custody and he was the one that filed for full custody, citing that she had too many babysitters and he was only asking for her to do a few things. And if she don't have time for the kids, just give them to me. All of this bogus bull crap he was putting out there. He did similar things when he sat down with Tasha K. He told put out a lot of bogus information. He bought bogus receipts, cut up receipts, chopped up receipts that he altered, and then he wants to feed them to the public and think that people are going to fall for his bull crap. One of the things that he said in that interview was that OWN paid Arionne Curry quite well for her voice. That's what he said. Well, Arionne Curry told Original Straight and Over Chaser that she didn't get paid. She did not get paid anything. So that got me to thinking, if he stole Melody $17,000, if OWN deposited a check in their joint account for $30-something thousand, he took Melody's half, he took his half. He took the entire $34,000 as if it all belonged to him. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. And this is another thing I'm talking about. She always talking about they want to use my likeness. They are using my likeness. Why they keep bringing me up? Well, now we know why they keep bringing you up, because they paid you. If they paid you, they can use your name anytime they get ready. Well, I think you better go over there and ask Martell how much they actually gave you for that. Now, I don't know if Martell is lying and she didn't get paid and he trying to pretend like she getting paid, or they actually paid Arionne Curry and she just don't know. And that's the reason she keep running her mouth talking about why they keep bringing me up. Well, again, if they keep bringing you up, if they paid you, that's their prerogative. So I believe that they actually paid this lady and she may not know about it, because it would, again, Martell stole Melody $17,000. Why would he not steal Arionne Curry's whatever amount they gave her? Because he said it was quite handsome. That's what he said out of his mouth. I may not have the correct word when he said how much, when he talked about how much they gave her, but he made it seem like it was a generous amount of money. And I just want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Martell has taken this woman's money? Do you think she actually got paid, just didn't want anyone to know about it? But even if he took that money from her, I don't feel sorry for her, because she think that she is so smart that she was getting over on someone all of those years when she was sticking her nose in someone else's marriage. And she didn't notice these tables was going to get turned on her. And that's probably why after she had the child, remember she moved into a house, and it was a year later that girl had to move up out of that house because Martell Holt didn't have anything, and neither did she, because they kept running their mouth. They kept lying. They kept manipulating. They kept from people. They kept doing all kinds of evil stuff, and it ended them up nowhere but sinking in a ship. And while he was trying to be so smart, he told Melody, I don't want to have anything to do with any of the businesses that we had together. So she said, not a problem. So they dissolved all of the businesses. But when he realized that he could not do it by himself, he gets mad at Melody. Now he got to come up with plan B. So I'm assuming plan B was to get him a manager who he hired, Melanika. She's sitting up here trying to get him a calendar, try to get him his wine off the ground. You know, he started the wine. Now he's sitting up there on Tasha K talking about wine is not him. Why would you start a wine company if you knew it wasn't you? It was you. It was just not profitable for you because nobody gonna support you. And so then again, he started the wine company. And it was clearly he was copying off of Melody because he named the wine after his grandmother. Melody says she was inspired to create her skincare products by her great grandmother, who gave her some tips when she was a child. She had a skin condition, and her grandmother gave her this recipe, and it worked for her. So again, he's trying to copy Melody. I don't know if his grandmother drank a lot of wine as the reason he came up with creating a wine and naming it after his grandmother. I don't know what, but being creative is not his thing. So that flopped. And the next thing we saw him doing was going over trying to get on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He said, Melody said that he said that his relationship with Sheree was a business relationship, but he lied or he switched it up on Tasha K and said that they were actually dating. But at first, Tasha K, when they first were spotted together originally, Tasha K said Martell told her that that, if I'm not mistaken, that Sheree was not his type and he was only building a pool for her. So either way it go, he went over there and tried to do that. And once the Revenge P plot came out, Sheree dropped him like a hot potato. She was helping him out. That's why we saw him on Upscale magazine and a lot of different business ventures that he did during the time he was actually with Sheree. I don't know if it was dating. I don't know. Martell tries to use people. He will tell you what he thinks you want to hear to get what he wants. If Arionne Curry hadn't figured that out by now, she gonna have a lot. She gonna sink deeper than what she thinks she already sunk. So, but anyway, yeah. So then he did that. He messed that relationship up with Sheree. So he did still have the show, and now everything has come back to bite Martell when it comes to the Revenge P plot. Again, everything that he did a couple of years ago by plotting the Revenge P. And so all of that bogus bullcrap Martell be talking about, I just want to co-parent. I just want to be nice to her. I don't do this. And Melody did this. And like we saw on those tapes that he released. Melody, stop. Why are you making this worse? All of this gaslighting and all of this acting, manipulating, try to make Melody look like she the bad person. It ain't working. You sunk your ship even worse when you released those videos. Because why? We saw how you split, how you cut all that stuff up. Martell, the people are not as dumb as Arionne Curry. You can hand that mess to her. And you can tell her that she put that lighter fluid on that couch for no reason. But you're a liar. You took her $17,000, and you better be glad she didn't do something else. I'm pretty sure, if I'm just saying, if it was me, I would have did like Medea. I would have went and got me a chainsaw and everything would have been cut up into pieces, because I'm pretty sure her money went into that furniture too. But because she probably didn't want to cut it up, because when the kids come over, they needed somewhere to sit. And she know you couldn't afford to buy anything. Arionne Curry ran her big mouth and said you told her that you weren't gonna give her stuff. So again, loose lips sink ships. She ran her mouth. And I don't understand why you kept running your mouth to her about your ex-wife. Why would you talk about your ex-wife to Arionne Curry? What could she do? Nothing but sink your ship. I guess we probably be glad now that you did talk to her so much, because her big lips sunk your ship. And that serves you right. Keep on talking to Arionne Curry. Keep on lying to her. Keep on putting out videos. You gonna sink your ship worse and worse and worse. And guess what? You deserve it. And yeah, Martell Holt, your game is up. There is an interesting article in it's an online article, and the title of the article is "There's Nothing Martell Holt Can Do to Make Us Believe Melody is the Villain on Love and Marriage Huntsville." This article was written by Brenda Alexander. Go check it out. It's a great article, and in part it says, "The sad part is that Martell Holt has had ample opportunities to humble himself and present a different side of himself to the world. The marriage is over and Melody isn't coming back." And the writer is correct. The sad part is that Martell Holt has had ample opportunities to humble himself and to present a different side of himself to the world. But the reason he hasn't done it is because it's not in him. His character is so flawed. He is so used to manipulating people. He is so used to dysfunction. He thought that he was going to be able to continue lying, manipulating, cheating, controlling, having power and domination over Melody. He thought he was going to continue to do that. But when Melody left, she stopped him in his tracks. She broke down everything that he thought he had built up. Martell actually thought that he was in control of the situation. But little did he know, Melody was making all the plans to exit. She got her plan together. She knew exactly what she was going to do. She knew exactly how she was going to do it. And she had resources to do it. And she had business acumen to make more money. Even though she gave up a lot, she gained so much more. Martell, on the other hand, he didn't have a plan. His plan was to continue to live off of Melody's blood, sweat, and tears. He did not realize it, but Melody was the one that had everything built so that he could live the lifestyle that he was living. And when she snatched that rug away from up under him, he sunk deeper and deeper, and he's still been sinking deeper and deeper in all of these shenanigans that he's continuing to do. He's still sinking deeper and deeper and deeper, and these legal charges that he has, he's sinking deeper and deeper. And if he don't let Arionne Curry run her big mouth, that's why she shut up now. But come on back out, because he gonna sink deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And guess what? It serves you right, Martell Holt, because you should have stopped a long time ago. Okay, again, this article is by Brenda Alexander, and it is entitled "There's Nothing Martell Holt Can Do to Make Us Believe Melody is a Villain on Love and Marriage Huntsville." And she goes on to say, again, the marriage is over and Melody isn't coming back. It would be a more interesting and digestible show to watch him in therapy, juggling co-parenting and raising his children, studying for the builder's license he never had, and working to reestablish the community's trust in him as a businessman. Again, none of that is not going to work for Martell, because in my opinion, it's not in him. But it is food for thought. She goes on to say, but he prefers to take this route. It hasn't been working for him, and he's sinking further into a hole. Exactly what I was saying, that he's sinking deeper and deeper. Why? Because all the things that he's chosen to do and the way he's chosen to handle Melody and his family, and the way he allowed Arionne Curry to carry on, to cross boundaries, to run her mouth. He would not put her in check, and he bought her in on a revenge plot that she was willing to carry out. Don't tell me you weren't Arionne Curry. You thought about it, and in my opinion, you tried to recruit someone to do it for you, because Carson Blue revealed that you said Martell was mad at you because you weren't listening to him, and you need to just listen to him and release the video, but you didn't want to do it. But you did. You didn't want to do it yourself because you were smart enough to know that it was going to come back to you. And this lady told you the first thing Martell was going to do was say that you went into his phone and got that picture. And what did he tell Tasha K? That you went into his phone and got that picture. Girl, you going down. Not only is Martell sinking, he's sinking you and him together. Well, actually, y'all sinking each other together. Your loose lips, you following a man that has no common sense at all, and willing to do anything to harm someone who's done absolutely nothing to him, but leave his stupid behind. Leave him in the dust where he belonged, in the dirt. That's where he liked to waddle. So that's what she did for him. And so he's mad about that. And so the article ends like this. The word may be overused as we as the world become more cognizant of mental health, but if you Google the definition of a narcissist, Martell Holt's name might show up. No, not his name, but Martell Holt's picture might show up. So basically, all she's saying is that all of the characteristics, all of the symptoms, behavioral health professional used to diagnose a narcissist, all of these symptoms, Martell Holt has exhibited. He has shown us who he is, and that's why he's sinking. He's sinking deeper and deeper. And so when Martell Holt released that police report with Melody's address, putting his ex-wife and his children in danger, made it crystal clear how low this man would go to try to harm his ex-wife. This man cares nothing about anything or anyone but himself. And that is the reason he keeps sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. And if he don't watch out and leave Melody alone, he's just going to keep on sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. And it serves him right. That's all I have for this video. Please drop down in the comments and let me know. Do you think that Martell Holt took Arionne Curry's money too, and she didn't know nothing about how much she got paid? Can you think of other ways how Arionne Curry's loose lips have sunken Martell's ship and hers too? And also, what do you think about the article that Miss Alexander wrote? Go check it out. It's a good article. Again, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Have a beautiful day. And remember, I am Aris, and I do have a garden tip. Eggshells, how you can use them as fertilizer to help grow your plants. Thank you again for joining me again, and have a beautiful day. The calcium carbonate in eggshells helps to strengthen plants' roots so that they can grow faster and stronger. Simply crush clean, dry eggshells into a fine powder. Add the powdered eggshells to boiling water. Then store the mixture for 1 week, uncovering it only once daily to stir it.